Hello, my name is Charles, and I am a spiritualist. Today, I will be talking about prayer. Many people do not understand the meaning of prayer. They pray not incorrectly, but not with the greatest wisdom in order to obtain the best results. Prayer is very important. So, if we go back to ancient history, um, to Hinduisms, even in philosophy with Socrates and Plato. They talk about changing the molecules, the structure of the water through intent, prayer. Hindus and will sit there and pray over their water for several days in order to clean it before they start drinking it. Modern science has found that you can alter or change the food through just your intent. So when it goes into your body, it's cleansing it. So I tell people prayer is very good. It's very helpful. And so let's go ahead and link some things together so you understand a better way of praying. I explain to people you need to feel your prayer in the gut, the emotions, feeling it deeply. It needs to be in your heart. If it's not in your heart and your gut, and then it needs to be in the mind. And so you need to see it in the mind with the emotions from the gut and the feeling in the heart. When those three things are aligned together, it can create something very powerful, especially in your prayers. And you might find very interesting results that come from it. Now, let's take it one step further. And this is where a lot of people make mistakes, and I've made these mistakes too. Also, watch the verbiage, the tone coming out of your mouth, the words that you're choosing to use. Instead of saying things like, thank you for this house, you want to say, thank you for my home. Or if you're in a relationship or a family, you want to say, our home. You want to get very detailed with the verbiage that you're using. Let's put, for example, thank you for a car. Okay, you're not saying when you're getting the car. Is it in the future? Is it now? Is it tomorrow? So this verbiage will play can be very tricky. So you have to be very detailed with your prayers, especially when you're trying to pray on something that you need within your life. So let's give an example here. Thank you for what's coming in the future. Okay, so what you're saying is I'm not ready for it now. And when is the future? Well, it'll never be the future because you were never ready for it. And if I change that, thank you for bringing this to me now. So what I'm saying is I'm ready to receive now, but I'm feeling it in the heart, I'm feeling it in the gut, I'm feeling it in the mind. And when I combine this together with a prayer, and I'm watching my verbiage, the tone, how I'm saying the prayer, the exact wording that I'm saying. So I don't want to say in the future. I don't want to say in the past. I want to say now. I want to relate it to it's happening now. This way, what I'm doing is I'm bringing present. I'm here right now. I don't know what the future is going to be, and the past is the past. It's already done. So I'm bringing all my emotions, my feelings, my thoughts around what I need help with, and I'm applying it to right now, not tomorrow, not the next day, and not in the past. When you start saying things like tomorrow or leaving it something in the future, what you're doing is you're saying, I'm not ready for it now. And tomorrow will come, you say the same prayer, and you're saying, oh, in the future. So you weren't ready for it tomorrow, you're not ready for it the next day, you're not ready for it the day after that. I explain to a lot of people, if I'm when I'm sick, please do not pray for me, because a lot of people they say a quick prayer, but they don't feel it inside the gut. They don't think about it inside the mind that I'm getting better. Instead of what they're doing is this in the gut, they're feeling what's been going on throughout the day. So if they've had a bad day, what they're doing is they're sending this confusing prayer to to the universe to help me. In exchange, what's happening is they're sending out the signal of emotions of, it was a crappy day. Oh, I got to go take care of the kids. Oh, I got to go do this. So that prayer that's coming is going to be very muddy. It's not clear. That's not helping anyone. When you pray, especially on someone else's behalf, it needs to be a very clear, precise message. So in Taoism, they put their hands over top of people, um, especially after someone's been sick or gone through an operation. And what they have found is when someone goes through a operation, if you place your hands over top of them and say a a very clean, precise prayer of them getting better and healing, and you follow these steps, their body will actually heal faster than someone who had no prayers over top of them. So what you're doing is when you're placing your hands over top of them, you're you're distributing some of your energy into them, trying to give them some of your energy to help heal. And at the same token, you're keeping your mind clean towards what they need. Your heart's invested in it, and your emotions are invested there in feeling it. When you combine everything together, that person that you're praying over is going to improve a lot quicker. But if you sit there and you're praying with garbage on your mind, nothing in your heart, and your emotions are all over the place, and you're praying for someone, you're not helping them any. You're making things worse. So I always tell people, if someone's in the hospital and they're sick, or they're at home and they're sick, if you're going to pray, please pray correctly, or don't pray at all. Prayer does work. It has been proven to work. Universities have done studies on our intent and how it works. So in prayer, in our prayers, we are intertwining being in the present, our intent, our emotions, our feelings, and we're placing it all into one specific direction. If you're not placing it wisely into one specific direction, nightmares can happen. Chaos ensues. You never achieve what you were actually hoping to obtain. Everything we do in life, emotionally, our heart, our mind, our intent, our verbiage needs to be very clear and very precise on what we need, what we want. And when there's confusion, that's okay. It's being aware that at this point in time I'm in confusion. I might need some assistance, some help from other people who can see very clearly, help me through the muddy waters to get very clear and very precise on what I'm looking for. I hope this information helps you on prayer. I hope you keep praying. And if you're not praying, I would recommend pray. It doesn't take a lot of time. It takes seconds to maybe a minute. It's a wonderful thing to sit down and pray over your food. Pray when you wake up. Pray before you go to bed. It doesn't have to be even a religious prayer. You can be an atheist and still pray. You can just be grateful for what you have, for having the good health, for having the economic wealth, for taking a vacation, You can pray over your meal. It doesn't require you to believe that there's something magical in the universe like God or some divine knowledge that's helping us in our lives. You can believe whatever you want to. There's a lot of proof around prayers that they actually do work. There has been a lot of different research in different areas that involve prayers that have been proven without a doubt that things are happening just with our intent, our emotions, our feelings. If this video helps you, please subscribe. Let me know in the comments anything you would like to know more about. In these videos, I only give you very brief information. I'm not diving into any heavy religion aspects. That takes a lot of time to explain. My videos, I try to keep them short. I try to keep them filled from my personal experiences, my knowledge. So I pull in book knowledge, my personal experience. I don't go into the great details of the book knowledge because at the end of the day, each of our journeys is our journeys. And we have to enjoy our journeys and find our way. Along the way, if I can help you out a little bit, point you in the right direction, that's wonderful. You take care of yourself. I send my love. I wish you well and enjoy this day. And don't forget to subscribe, hit like. Take care.